How to create your yoga space at home. The first thing that you need is a yoga mat. My personal favorite is the Aloha Yoga Native. As someone who practices lots of hot power yoga, this is a great mat because the cork and the rubber blend is a really grippy surface, especially when it's wet. I love this mat, Native Aloha Yoga. Another mat that I love is the Aloha Yoga Aura mat. There's a little bit extra support underneath, just cork on the surface. So it's not a great mat for hot power yoga, but it is a great mat for yin, restorative, or any kind of practice where you're holding stretches for a long period of time. I also use this for stretching after workouts. The second thing you need for your yoga studio is yoga blocks. I am a big advocate of incorporating blocks into yoga practices. I almost always, after 16 years of practicing yoga, have a yoga block next to my mat to help with balancing poses or anything where I need a little bit more leverage. So if you think about it, that foundation is really important. The pieces of your body that are connected to the ground for support, and you need that solid foundation to have a really steady shape and a steady practice, and it just really helps take your practice to the next level. So big fan of these Aloha Yoga cork blocks. They're very sturdy, highly recommend. The third thing is your environment. So I love for my classes to feel just like a really big hug. And music has a lot to do with my class. Much like a yoga sequence that builds and then downshifts into stillness and relaxation, my music really goes with that flow. If the teacher is teaching from a platform like Vimeo or YouTube and the music is provided, or Zoom, then you would use a Bluetooth wireless headphone so that you don't have all the cords in the way and you can move and flow and enjoy the voice of your teacher and the music at the same time. If the teacher is providing a playlist separately, a lot of times copyright issues come into play and teachers aren't allowed to play music and the class together. They'll provide a Spotify playlist. The Spotify playlist, if it is a paid account, will go with the flow of the sequencing the way the teacher mapped it out. If it's not a paid account, the songs will shuffle. So this isn't a really big deal, but again, if you really want that full experience and music is important to you in that regard, there's lots of options. It can get a little technical. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help you figure it out. The next thing that I'll recommend is a yoga bolster. So this is a really sturdy, firm bolster that can be either vertical or horizontal. So get that wide support under the knees or the hips, or get that spinal support for shapes where you just want to really feel supported and not have to put a lot of effort into. So any kind of yin practice or restorative practice, 9 times out of 10 is incorporating support like the bolster and also the blocks. So these two work together a lot in those kinds of situations. The next thing is the non-essential essential oils. So these two are my favorites. I have Gray Matter Batter, which is a blend of peppermint and chamomile and puts a little pep in my step in the mornings. I love this for a morning, more energizing practice. And then I also have my number one chill pill. If you've ever taken one of my classes in studio, you've definitely smelled chill pill. It's a nice blend of patchouli and lavender. You can just put a little drop on your hand, rub your hands together, and just breathe it in. It's a really nice way to ease into your Shavasana. The last thing is, if you're meditating at home, I recommend a meditation cushion. It's really good to get your hips above your knees when you're sitting for a long period of time. I also have a video on how to find a comfortable seat for meditation, so check that out. Again, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help you navigate through setting everything up at home. And there's even a promo code for the Aloha products down in the description below. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your practice. Namaste.